Well, hello everybody, Smith here. Welcome back to another Jurassic map review. Now, last week we showcased a Jurassic World map by REHPIS, and now there is a new Jurassic Isla Sorna map. It is absolutely ginormous. It is a 1-to-1 scale map of Isla Sorna. You can see here it's massive. It's also a proper full height map. We're using distance horizons, guys. No shaders. I have tried to spend hours on this. I've got it working in normal distant horizon. As you can see, that is a long way away. And if I just go to journey map here, you can see we're at the airfield. Let me just show you how big this is, and then we're going to say where's all this. All the roads are here. There are also secret tunnels, guys, as well. I've just left this off just to show you how big this map is. It's ginormous, and that's just the top. So we're going to show you some of it. Now, how has REHPIS done this? There's interesting. When I've looked at the map, I have brought up, if I bring up all the locations, guys, that I've got to show you, 48, and this is not them all. We'll be showing you some of them, but I've got 48 locations to show you. Raptor Nest, this is the InGen Observation Center, Sea Caves. There are a number of Isla Sorna maps which have been created over the last 25 years or 20 years. Dino Hunter 55 is one of my favorite, and I have got Dino Hunter 55's old maps and also the updated maps as well. We'll be using the updated ones. There's a link to Dino Hunter 55 maps. We put months of work into it. Also, Jurassicpedia and previously Jurassic, it used to be called something else before it got disbanded. They have also created a massive map, and you can see this. I get the impression that this is REHPIS, you may correct me, this is a culmination of different maps put into one map. His map, as you can see here, right up here, we're going to go here, Clifftop Truck, we've got the Hunters Camp, there are all sorts of things like the North Dock here, but there's also other maps that are shown North Dock all over. Anyway, what I wanted just to show you first before we look at the Minecraft map, because this for me is the most definitive Isla Sorna that you can get your hands on. It's only in Java, but for me, it's the most definitive. There's a secret tunnel. There's a secret tunnel entrance there, and it goes all the way through. It carries on to Tunnel Junction there, which is underground. And I think the tunnel, it is miles. There's tunnel. The tunnel is miles long, and then I think the tunnel comes out over here, Western Tunnel out as well. So there's also tunnels on the map. Right, let's go and show you some maps that this map I feel is based off. As I say, it's taken me hours to do this. This is going to be a long video, guys, but we're going to go and see these 40 locations. I hope so, anyway. Right, guys, so this is one of the original maps based on the movie map, which we've seen in the thing. And you can see here, this has got a load of different places in different locations. And there's the workers' village down here. So it's quite basic in terms of the map. The northern point of here, then we've got the Grand Rock over here, but then that goes to Isla Myrtus over there as well. So this was the map that most people started with to do with the movie, which is pretty cool, as you can see, and you can zoom in. I've got all the high detail ones. This is the highest detail one though I have got my hands on, but they are available on the web. Then we have got the biggest piece of work done on the movie map is this one here. So the biggest work done on the movie map and the movie locations is here. Now you will notice that we have got the landing strip. So a lot of this map is based on this particular area, the Avery area, and then further down here you've got this Spinosaur boat attack area. We've got the rescue beach. And Caffey's Beach is up here, so you'll see that I've listed a lot of the stuff. Remember, I just showed you the trailers, but then there's a load of stuff that has been added to that map. But this was the one that was originally done, I think, on it's on Jurassicpedia now. This map, But yeah, you can see that. But one thing we haven't got on the Isla Sorna map is the embryonics administration compound. Now, I think it should, that's not here. That's a different one, isn't it? I think that's it. That's where it's supposed to be. Boneyard. But the map is so big, guys. Right, so that's that one. Here is the map with everything on it. It is massive, and you'll find, again, this is Jurassicpedia, some things elsewhere, but not on this map. So then we have Dino Hunter 55's map, which has got lots of different things on it. Ranger Station. So the Marine Complex and Harbour are on this map. So the REHPIS map has also got these locations on here. Embryonics Administration Lab, we think, was over here. Ratton Nest. Airstrip is elsewhere. So there is a lot of difference in the maps. But this is Dino Hunter 55. And Dino Hunter 55 also looked at the other islands as well, look, guys. So, yeah, Town of the Burrows is on here. Isla Penna, which is quite interesting. And they did a lot of work on it. It's really interesting, some of the stuff. But there was no Isla Nublar on this map. And then Dino Hunter's done another map, again, looking at an older map, I feel, updated. But again, we've got the harbour and stuff like that on there as well. So there are loads of maps, guys. And the airstrip somewhere else again. So, but it's been good fun. I've had these maps for years. And it's been good fun to see this Minecraft map taking stock of the maps available. Oh, there's also an alternative map. You can see Isla Murta here. Again, these were done as different fly-in areas. So you can see the embryonics administration up here. The lake's actually on this map, but where they flow in different lakes, etc. So there's different maps that you can get your hands on to have a look at where people flew in the reef. There we go. There's all sorts, guys. So guys, coming back to the map, you can see here we got things like Eric's water truck, where the water truck was dumped, Herd. We've got lots of things to show you. So best thing here is Spino Poop Eric, beauty spot. And you can see I've labelled these up. There's the Spinosaurus boat attack area. There's the rescue beach. There's the ambush. So all the movies are on this island. I'm sure there'll be some more at some point. But REHPIS has done just the best job, and we're going to go and see some of this. These gorges here are gorgeous. So anyway, I'm going to turn these off, because this is what happens if I have all these on. We can't see very much. That is a long way away, Eric's water touch, guys, because look, this is going full pelt. It's a long way to see. So we will turn these off, and I will start visiting the areas. I do want to go and see this though. Western Cauldron. Oh yeah, that's the Cauldron area. We will come at that, and you can see how good it is. But the landscapes are brilliant. So let's see where we're going to go first. So here is Eric's water truck Marsh. I love the way it's been done, completely different, as you can see here. It is absolutely gorgeous. We won't need to transpose over there, but there is the water marsh. We could actually put that in. We'll go over to here, and I've called this the Herd Paddock over here, but it's a little paddock. There's also a road. There's also hills at the back here. There's also another little bit over there, but all the roads are here, guys. You could actually spend days traveling across the island if you're on Minecraft. It's an ideal map to do some sort of like role-playing game, which is damn cool to say the least. The effort that's gone into this is superb. And what I love about this island, right, well, let's have a look at this. So as per normal landscapes, you will have big trees in the valleys, and then what he's managed to do with World Painter is put like small bushes. Look at this. So this is all small bushes on the mountains, which is damn cool to say the least. So the actual landscape, it must have. I've done World Painter in the old days, but this must have taken lots of hours to do to get right over the years. I know it was done 4 years ago, etc. But look how high it is. It's also obviously got a super height map there. So where next? Where next, guys? Right, guys, so now we come to the aviary and the Spino Enclosure. So, really interesting. This is the Spino Enclosure here. Here is the lake. Oh, look at these mountains. Look at that up there. Oh, my God. And then the run through to where the aviary is. So, oh, look, there's also a bridge, an aviary bridge. Now, that's interesting. That might have been there. You know, that's a new thing in here, but the road goes straight across. But that is where the aviary comes out. I've got that as definitely as an aviary part. It looks exactly like the movie where the water comes in here. So I've taken this as the aviary area and the Spino camp. But again, how high are these mountains when they go up? Oh my God. Just truly amazing, guys. Truly amazing map. And we were over there. So we're trying to keep in the locations. That's the beauty spot down there. We're going to have to work out on the map and go to that. That's the aviary and the Spino. We'll beauty shot. We'll go to the Spino poop. Spino poop area. That's just a little area there, guys. There's the beauty spot over there. I've left all the things on this time just to show you. That's the poop there because I wanted to go down here. That's the Spino poop. Here is the Spino attack area with the boat. The distant horizons, that's just building in, guys. So there's the boat attack area, which looks pretty cool. And then you'll notice this goes through the forest. There's even like non-specific paths put in of areas. And where you can see like the rescue is 1,400 meters away. But I just wanted to go here because the ambush was down here as well, just to show how it builds. And we'll nip to the beach. The ambush is here, actually. So what we're saying, guys, is this is the Raptor ambush with the Raptors, which are my favorite Raptors, which we know are now coming back in this next movie. We're going to have the traditional Raptors. And then they ran from the Raptor ambush, and then they got to the beach where they were rescued down here. Also, guys, the map has got a lot of water around it. I haven't been to the edge to see what happens. I perhaps actually should do at the end of the video. And here is the beach rescue. I mean, Distance Horizons is really cool. So that was that part of the movie that we covered off. Coming right from the Spinosaurus aviary, come down the river. That's the Spino poop. That was the beauty spot. That was the Spinosaurus attack. That was the ambush from the Raptors, and that was the rescue. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to go up to. In fact, where are we here? We're we're close to. No, we're not actually. Yes, we're close to the gorge. So we're going to nip across and show you some landscapes, and then we'll carry on showing you some other things. So here is a gorge, guys. One of these gorges that have been put into the map. They are truly amazing gorges. Look at this. Wowza. It carries it up. You get lost in these. If you had to climb up here in survival, you would actually have a lot of trouble, guys. But the gorges are pretty damn good. Oh, I haven't got my circular map on. Where's my normal map? That's the point. We've lost our little circular map on here. There we go, guys. There we go, guys. There is the map. On the little map we come out. We come out of the gorge at the top. And again, you can see how high the height map's on here. And let me just see, as we get out here, that's going up towards the mountain again. So that's one gorge. And the other gorge is over here. Gorge 2 is over here. So here is Gorge 2, which comes up from the river again. It goes two ways. So the gorge comes from the river area. There's an island over here and then that way over there. It is amazing. Right, we're going to go right to the north of the island now, guys, and I'll work our way down from the north to down the western side. So here we are. I call this the Northern Dock with the Northern Road. It's on the map as the Northern Dock, and you will see this here, which is going up towards that side. You see on the map, the road is here, again, through the cliffs and everything. The height from the water up to these mountains is tremendous. What are we up here now? 200, 248, 300 feet. So we're now at the Hunters Camp, and then we're going to go to the cliff area. This is the Hunters Camp. We face that way. True high mountains. What we're going to do, guys, is nip over through here. The road goes round, but go over to the cliff top area. Oh, I might have just missed that there. It's not very far. There it is. Here are the cliff tops where the... also there should be the hive in here. There's the walkthrough there. The hive will be here as well. Here is the cliff top where the RV was perched on top. Always seemed to me the RV... it was very funny. It got dropped, but it got dropped in a very horrendous place in the mountains, which was dead funny. And there you go. You can see that. And then on the map, guys, we've got this. And then we're going to go down here, which is the next one's down. Point of interest and beach here. Oh, actually, it's not labelled up. I could have labelled this up a bit more. And then here is Sarah's Stego Valley as well. So we'll go to interest point and the Stego Valley. Right, guys, so here is the lake. You can see the map there. The road goes around the lake, and I've done this interesting valley. Look at this. This is where we see some stark difference in the terrain. And now we come to a way more like pine-orientated forest down here. So it's completely different from other parts of the map. So I wanted to show this. Now it is. And these trees are massive, guys. You will see this. Literally a demarcation, which is like the real world when you come to different biomes. But these trees are like giant redwoods. They're not redwoods because we haven't got redwood wood. It's just normal wood. Look at these. They are massive. So it's like the giant redwoods area on the map, which is damn cool, to say the least. So that's pretty cool. We then have Sarah's... I've put this as Sarah's Stego, although it could be further down the map from where we are, because it's a bit narrow for me. It does show different points on the map, but the Sarah Stego was on this side. I think it might have been a different valley, but it could have been because the map is so big. Wherever. So Sarah Stego, which is there. Right, guys. So now we have got a northern paddock. It is here on the north, still on the northern area. We got this northern paddock, which sits in the big forest. Which is really cool. You can see the demarcation of the different types of ground cover that we have here. So that's that. And then we will have another point nearby. I've called this the Northern Central Pond. Yeah, there's stuff growing here. Again, it's in the redwood forest. Northern Pond. You can see the trees building. I am like really... my machine's getting tested here with this particular thing. Because what happens is with distance horizons, it builds stuff in, but you just get to see where that northern pond is. Right, guys, so I've called this the Northeastern Valley. I feel this is more like Sarah's Stego area, which is probably further down than that. So this is way more like Sarah's Stego because it's more like that, more luscious river going down to the sea. It was quite near the sea, and then we've got trees and stuff in here. So for me, this is more like Sarah Stego area for me. But again, you can see the different types of lush vegetarian. It's a big cauldron. So I found another area of interest here by this area, which really is like a little rock area where again it goes different. The river, the stream goes all the way down to the river, which is quite high up, but it's more like a rocky area. I'm trying to think which movie this bit would have been in, but it's obviously a bit, you know, it'd be great to have all the names. Also, guys, while we're up here, there's islands out in the, different islands out in the water as well. But I thought that's interesting. Coming back to this point here, we'll just put the stuff back on. So let's have a look at this. So that was the large paddock. That was Sarah Stego, although I think this is more like Sarah Stego here. That was the cauldron. That was the pond. That was that area just been to. I just want to show you then the map is open. Goes through the road, goes through the massive forest. That's coming back to the harbour. Oh, that's harbour and Sightby Ferry, which we haven't done. We'll come back to that, but I just wanted to see where this goes down to the south of the island. When you come back down here, this is the western side. Again, there's different types of stuff here. And then we come down here, there is the next part is Marsh number 2 and the Lagoon. So we've got Lagoon and Marsh number 2. So the Lagoon first, with the, as I said, the several little islands around the outskirts that's been put in over there. There's 2 over there. And again, you can see the lagoon is like a sheltered lagoon. It's very deep, but again, it's on the edge over here. The other bit that was here, we were just going to look, was the marshes, which will just go there now. So the marshes are very much like the other marshes, but this has got a road through it. So maybe this also could be an alternative truck marsh, Eric's area as well, because there's a lot of conjecture that the flight that Eric took down the side, it was down this side of the island. There's the lagoon down there, guys. So there has been one put in here as well, as you can see, which is really cool. But the map is so big, and I'm just amazed at the roads that have been put in here with the map. It's just superb. It is really good. So next, guys, I'm going to go Eastern Island to show you this island. It's quite interesting. And then the Eastern Valley down here. I've called it Eastern Valley, so we're going to go here first. So here is the Eastern Island with another bit over here. I'm not sure that little bit there, but it makes life interesting, which goes over to here. So this is the Eastern Island. Very low vegetarian over here, guys. Low vegetation. But we will now go, and you can see it build it. We will now go to the big valley that I've called it Eastern Valley because it's massive. Right, so there's the island that we've just been to in the far distance. Then we've got this big, deep Cauldron Valley here. Great big cauldron with cliffs on the outer edges. Again, just amazing landscapes. Again, you've got trees. Then what done on the valley edges? There's no trees. It's almost like bushes and rocks. And then there's trees on the plateau again, which is pretty cool. But that's that little island over there. Right, guys, so this is where I think we're going. We've got a Gallimimus paddock over here that's been from one of the maps. Here it is. I don't think that's anything there. So you have to find stuff. I haven't quite found the little bits and pieces. And then you've come down to Field of Nightmares. I'm going to call that Field of Nightmares. We're going to have a look at it. And then the Workers' Village here. Yeah, that's going to the old map, and then the first tunnel. And a small area, free area here, maybe a raptor paddock or whatever. So we're going to go, what's we're going to do? We're going to go Gallimimus, Field of Nightmares, Workers' Village. So here we are. This is what I'm calling the Gallimimus paddock here, with a road that comes down. And then, as you can see, the Field of Nightmares down there, guys, which then runs down to the Workers' Village over there. And I've called it, I haven't been here, I haven't been to these yet, guys, but it's really interesting. So I'm going to, as we're already here, I'm going to fly in across to see where we are. That was where the second marsh was over there. So we're going to fly in, guys, and show you if this is a Field of Nightmares and what's actually in it because of the colour of it. But it's got, I saw it is a Field of Nightmares because it's got the road at the side of it. And Workers' Village. I think the area could be a lot bigger, but this is like the compound, which is way smaller than the original Workers' Village was supposed to be because they scrapped it. So let's have a look at this, guys. Yeah, it's Field of Nightmares. It's Field of Nightmares, guys. Field of Nightmares. Which I put in my map of Jurassic. I've done Jurassic's Sorna map and the Workers' Village. Never finished it. But that is the Field of Nightmares, which obviously we're going to see some sort of fields again. Whoa, there's a little bit in the middle. Is that the new movie bit? Is that for the new movie? And then we come to the old Jurassic Park Workers' Village, which is over here, which is very close to the Field of Nightmares, and we know that from the way the film runs. So there we go. There is the Workers' Village that leads in where the raptors obviously attack them and go on the roofs and underneath. It's dead fun. It was dead fun. But the Workers' Village was supposed to be way bigger because there were original models done which were massive, which would be because the number of people worked on this island. But there we go, Workers' Village and that. Right, guys, so we are at the first tunnel entrance, which is here. I'm not going to show you, I'm not going to go through it. I've already done this. I went through this whole tunnel. It is miles. It took me ages, but the tunnel is here, guys. And literally, the tunnel goes through to the other side, and then in the middle, there's a junction, which then goes left. But that is the tunnel. What I wanted just to see was where's that little the road goes up here again. Where's the road? It's up here. We're going to come onto it, but there's a mountain road. It's here somewhere. There it is. The mountain road comes up right up the mountain, which is, imagine the views coming up here in a Jeep. You'd also need like lots of fuel coming around this island, so hence why probably the maps are done. And then there's this little area which I couldn't work out. Maybe another just raptor area or whatever, but I couldn't work out what this particular area was. But it's on the map here. That's a little area. So that was there. We're right down here. There's where the gorge was. This is where we did the previous way. All right. So there's that. So that map. That goes all the way through, and then there's a junction. Did I put the junction? I don't think I put... Did I put the junction on the map? I may have put the junction on here. Tunnel junction. Right, guys. Here is the tunnel junction. It's a long way in the mountain, but there is a tunnel. So that carries on to north, and this one, we're going to show you where this comes out over here. So, guys, I've actually got on my map, it shows... this is a long way, by the way. It shows where the map comes out on here, which there's a road. There, this one comes out, and there is actually a road across the other side. It is a very wide river, but you would have a bridge. I think that's the point. The bridge comes out and meets up over here. Go back to daylight. Yeah, there we go. That meets up over here. So that's I call that the eastern exit, which is there. And then we got a northern exit as well, which is a long way away. Let me just see where that is. Tunnel north. Right, so this is the northern point of the tunnel, which comes out here. We're going to go up here to that anyway. It's good because it comes through the center of the island. So it goes through this lake here, and we haven't done that lake. There's a gorge. It comes all the way from down here. There's the tunnel. The tunnel goes all the way through, guys, to this side here and comes out on this particular area here, which again, different types of landscape. But the roads are all here with the tunnels. I do want to show you the lake, though. That's what I really want to do because we missed that. This is just a lake, and look, you saw it on the map and you thought, oh, it's just a small lake. Oh my god, no, it's not a small lake. It is massive. It's a big deep. I wondered whether it's an old volcanic crater. How high? Oh my god, it's so high in the sky. There's the Field of Nightmares down there. So this could have been, let's have a look at this. This could be an old volcano. And the valley, oh, there's a valley as well, guys. Now, which way did that valley go? Of course, I'm now built. Oh my god, look how high this is. We are at 1,000 blocks. We're at 1,000 blocks, guys. Now, where's this? Right, so we need to go that way. So there is a gorge which goes down over there. There it goes. It goes down over there, guys. Oh my god, it goes all the way down to the Field of Nightmares, and yeah, this must be the highest point. So I got this must be the volcano, dead volcano. Yeah, the dead volcano. There is another high point over there, but this looks like the highest point of the mountain with the tremendous landscape. Can't take the clouds off for some reason on this, but that looks pretty cool to say the least. So that's that, guys. So what we're going to do is we've gone all down here. We are now going to go down here because we're going to carry on to have a look at these locations. This is the marine facility, actually. Yeah, so we have, that's the Site B ferry crossing. This is where the harbour would go, and this is where the crossing will be. So I'm actually going to scoot into the middle of here and scoot, and let's have a look at this. So here we are at the harbour area. Let me just show you this on the map, guys. We're getting to the thing, harbour marine facility, ferry crossing over here. There's the ferry crossing. although I do think they actually put a bridge in, really. And then this is down here as the marine facility over here, which has been put in as per one of the maps in the middle. You can see this river goes straight through the island to show you how big. This is the biggest island by a long way. And the roads just carry on. We'll come to the Paddocks in a minute. We've got Central East, which it seems to me makes sense that this marine facility here and everything would work really well here. You could cordon it off, etc. And then what will happen is it's also got the valleys. I would also think that you haven't got more. You'd have more than one workers' village, maybe. You might have a workers' village, but this island's so big, guys, that you might have more than residents. If this was been in Jen's island for years, they would have developed it over the years. And you can see the paddocks in the distance. They go literally paddocks here. So we're over now at the western side of the island here. Well, western northwest now. We're on northwest. Oh my god, this island's so big. So we'll go to the paddocks. Right, guys, so we're in the middle of the paddocks. We've got 3 paddocks. We've got 2 lakes. We've got another mountain range. We've got Caffey's Beach to go to up there, because I know Caffey's Beach is there, and the road goes round. And we've got another paddock over here. So here are the 3 paddocks. There are the little lakes. And you can see the mountain range. That's where we've just been with the marine facility and marine compound over there. And then that's the other paddock over there, the further paddock to the west. And then we've got Caffey's Beach to go to. So we're going to have a look at Caffey's Beach, where the little the compies were. So here is Caffey's Beach. That's really cool. I like the fact we got Caffey's Beach. And obviously she saw the little compies that started biting her fingers. So that's how the island sort of got discovered in one area. Caffey's Beach. Right, we'll see what else. We've got some more stuff, but that's Caffey's Beach. So this was the other northern paddock that we saw in the distance. I'm going to go down here because it's quite interesting landscape down here. So hopefully we can see quite a bit. There's a little like water area, which looks interesting. Yeah, so there's the last paddock. Here's the interesting water feature that's here. The road carries on to another little pond area over here. And that is going to that. So that's that area, And we need to head over towards the estuary, but I just want to see how they were put in. And then the roads are still here, guys. All the roads are here. And what I like about this map is the roads are like cleared, but you can imagine how many years each road to build roads on an island like this. Maybe the roads were here originally, I don't know. But yeah, so it would have been a mammoth. Everybody never thinks about that when they look at Isla Sorna. You go, it would have been a mammoth undertaking. Billions. It would have been billions of dollars rather than millions. We're going to head over there to the beach, which is over the western side of the island where the radio tower should be. So we're going to head over there. I just wanted to see how this went round here. And then there's another little estuary over there. That's the beach we're talking about. And we've got the radio tower. But yet again, guys, it is a long way away. It'd be amazing if you could actually. I mean, the roads are pretty good, but imagine driving around all the roads. We were up on those mountains. There's just little estuaries around here. So we're going to head over to that radio tower. So here is the northwestern radio tower. Again, Isla Sorna would have had a number of radio towers on it. There's no way one radio tower on an island this size would suffice. And then we got the beach down there. I'm not going to go down there. It's just another beach area. And if we look at the map, guys, the radio tower road then comes down the mountain and then back to this beach here. In fact, have we looked at that? So, right. So that's the raptor nest. And so that's the InGen observation center over there. So that comes down there to the observation center at the far end. That's over there. We've got the raptor nest and we've got the sea caves. Now, sea caves, I can't remember which book they were mentioned on. The observation area is just a beach, but it does show up on a number of maps as observation area. It's called the InGen observation area, but that's been put on the map as well. So we will just head down to the raptor nest, because there is actually a place in the ground for that. And there's the field of nightmares. Oh my god, we keep going around. We're nearly finished now, guys. It's a long video. If you're still here, thank you very much. And slap that like button for me. And there's the airstrip. Yeah, slap that like button, guys. Well, we'll knit to this. We will knit to these three now. Just nip across. So again, guys, you can see how big. Why this is an observation area here, I never know, because the way it is. But you can see how big this is. And if I'm correct, the road, I'm trying to think where the road was here. Let me just have a look at that. The road is there. So there will be a small road down there. And then we'll nip to the raptor nest. We'll go straight there because it will build, but there's the raptor nest is quite big. I couldn't work out where the T-Rex nest was as well. There are different locations on the map. REHPIS didn't put locations on the description, and I've probably got some of them wrong. But yeah, so there we go. And the sea caves, we'll knit to the sea caves as well. This is sea caves. The reason why we've got sea caves, it's high cliffs. So there would have been some caves here. They were listed. We haven't got a cave though. I was just hoping we might have a cave here. But this is where the sea caves are. Obviously, I'm referring to a number of maps. I will put the links in the description. If you are really interested in finding out more about the folklore and history of Isla Sorna, I will give you the links to Jurassicpedia and Dino Hunters pages where you can have a look at the maps yourselves, because I find them fascinating, absolutely fascinating to say the least. If I turn all this off, come back here, yeah, absolutely fascinating. So what I'm just going to do, quick check to make sure I haven't missed anything major. There's the airfield, the airstrip there, and the airstrip is there. There's the airstrip, and then that was the marshes we were back to. Let me just have a quick gander to see. Oh yes, guys. So all the way through your map, you've seen some real. You would have seen in the distance these jaggy high peaks. I'm calling this the Western Cauldron. So there's a Western Cauldron over here, and this is why these jagged peaks here going round. We'd seen them in the distance on many of the shots earlier on. For me, there would be a waterfall here off the top, maybe coming down, and that goes all the way down to the sea and the trees. But it is really a jagged landscape, and you would have seen it. I kept seeing it in the distance. I thought, where's that landscape? And it's got a fantastic cauldron. This is the highest point here. You can see here. Yeah, this is sort of highest point here. And then, which looks over the cliff. It's almost like the top of the waterfall here down to the cauldron area. And it carries on over here as well with some more fancy areas. So that is it, guys. That's the volcano over there. So this map is absolutely tremendous. I'm sure we've missed a few points, but I've tried to bring you most of them. They're on the map. What would be really cool is if we had a proper location. You can obviously see my location on the video and stop to see the location if you want to go and see them yourself. Right, the maps. There are two maps. One's 5 gig and one's 20 gig. Because I couldn't get Distant Horizon to work on the 20 gig map really well, I would recommend you all download the 5 gig map and install Distant Horizons yourselves. It only works on Minecraft 120.4 and I cannot get it to work. Yeah, I can get it to work on my maps, but I can't get it to work on this map. So this is 120.4 and this is the Forge version, not the Fabric version, because I could not get the Fabric version to work on this map. Well, I've had this before with maps where it tends to work for you. There you go. Look at those mountains there. It tends to work for you, but when you use someone else's map, it doesn't work. It's a bit weird. Anyway, guys, if you are still here watching this video, big thank you, and go and slap that like button. All links in the description, guys. Thank you very much for watching. This is the definitive Isla Sorna ever made in Minecraft. I can say that. I've got a pretty good Isla Sorna map, but it's not as big and definitive as this one. There we go. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye!